What's up, Star Trek fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we got a fun one for you. All the way from 1996. A really cool one. A Star Trek collector edition. We want to bring you Mr. Spock, as seen in the 1966 pilot episode where no man has gone before. The toy company Playmates released this beautiful 8-inch Mego-like Spock figure back in 1996. And we were doing our research on these figures, and I want to give a quick shout out to Count Stankus, who also asked me about these, did I have these figures and know about them, and at the time I really didn't know, so we had to do our research. So we located some of these beautiful Star Trek Playmate figures, 8-inch figures, and I know the first thing that comes to mind is like Spock never had wore this type of color of crew shirt, the light yellowish type crew shirt. The one band. He never wore that. That's not right. Let's bring this guy in a little bit. Let's get to the bottom of this. But like it said, this is from the 1966 pilot episode. So for all of you diehard Star Trek fans, you will know that this was the shirt that Spock wore in that episode. It was a pilot. A pilot is what they test a series with, just to see how much attention it draws and how the ratings do. So they'll create a pilot, and we are all, as Star Trek fans, better for it, because obviously the pilot tested well. This is a beautiful 8-inch Mego-like action figure from Playmates, beautifully done. It's a collector's edition though, so these toys were not made for the younger demographic. They just simply weren't. They were definitely made for collectors. As you can see, our Spock is factory sealed. He comes with a ton of things. Behind him, there's a stand. He's got some paperwork behind him. All that's encased in a plastic bag. He has his that's famous harp instrument that he's known for playing from time to time. There's his communicator, and then there's his phaser, which are all encased in plastic. Which I love the fact that they're encased in plastic as opposed to that rubber bands. Guys, you know how I feel about them rubber bands. And just a great likeness. We'll bring him down so I can get you some close-ups here. Just an excellent likeness of Spock. This head sculpt is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful shirt. The insignia on the shirt, very well done. Nice hand sculpts. Guys, what do you think of our Star Trek Collector's Edition Playmates 8-inch Spock figure? Do you remember these this toy line, Playmates? Do you remember this particular Star Trek toy line? there were so many toy lines at the time coming out. And I was into G.I. Joes at the time, so I didn't really get a chance to really see a lot of these toy lines, because I was just so caught up with tracking down all of my G.I. Joe action figures. And now that, we started our museum, and like I said, our goal here at the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum is the preservation of all these beautiful toy lines that came out decades and decades ago. And this is no different. I bought this from a toy exchange located here in my city of Elyria, and they had a ton of these guys, so we picked up a few, and I found a new place to buy old action figures, and these figures were kept so beautifully, I absolutely had to get them. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful figure. Awesome. Beautifully done. Let's turn the box around. And here's the side of the box here. Here's the back. And get your... These boxes are made, styled beautifully. And here you can collect all of them. Captain James T. Kirk, Spock, Lieutenant Commander Montgomery Scott there, and there's Sulu. See, here's Spock holding his phaser there. Here's what he all came with there. Now the Vulcan harp is the musical instrument of choice for Spock there. Starfleet action base. And here's the storyline. The name of that pilot was called The Cage. Look at this, guys. The ages 4 and up. Well, guys, you can see it's ours is factory sealed, still factory sealed. 4 and up, guys. I'm in the up category. Guys, it's just a beautiful figure. And like I said, with the release of M.I.B now, M.I.B mania has swept the country, rightfully so. But we are a toy museum, so we're bringing these beautiful toy lines to the masses. People love us for the fact that we have so many different toy lines. I've been told so many times that you guys have so many awesome toy lines here at your museum, and it really connects with so many people from so many walks of life that remember these toy lines. And that's the big kick that we get out of seeing and reading your comments about people saying that, hey, you know what, I remember that toy line, I had that toy 30, 40 years ago. And that's the joy that we get from housing all of these beautiful artifacts here at our museum. And this Star Trek Collector's Edition Mr. Spock from Playmates is no exception. It's a beautiful figure. It has its part of history. This is 1996 at this particular time of release of this figure, and I thought to some degree this paid some small homage to M.I.B. Any 8-inch figure after M.I.B, you have to say, was paying homage to M.I.B, because M.I.B started the 8-inch action figure craze. And I just think everybody else capitalized off of that. But just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful figure. I am thrilled to death to have this beautiful figure in our museum collection. Let's bring this. I'll bring him down. You can find this figure on our playlist. He'll be located in our Star Trek section collection. Just absolutely gorgeous. Set him back up. I'm gonna get you a shot of his shoes. Nice shiny shoes, and it's too hard. I can't. Trust me, they're nice boots. Nice black boots he has on. Guys, we'd like to thank you for hanging out with us today at our museum. We got more fun on the way. More awesome action figures for you guys. More surprises right around the corner, guys. You know the routine. God bless. And keep collecting.